Day 5 of drawing Chainsaw Man in Windows Paint. I lost the first half of the footage for this video, so we skip straight to filling in the details, starting here. This panel, I think, turned out pretty good, except Denji kind of looks a little too cute. A little petite little baby. In the original panel, you see he's got a little more masculine features, but it is what it is. Pochita in the next slide, looking cute as all cuteness can be, pretty much. Like, he's so cartoony, it's hard to mess him up, but you kind of get a sense, at least when you look at his back legs, that he has a nice chicken thighs, you know? That could be a drumstick right there. And I think I've given up the grays. It's only going to be pure black and white from now on. I don't really like how it turns out whenever I use the gray colors. It's kind of ugly, so that's how it's going to be from now on. This also turned out decent. I had trouble with his eye though. And then this big market scene, oh boy, this was fun. Kind of had to break it down because it was so big. I couldn't show it on a display on the whole screen and have enough like mobility to draw with my computer mouse, because I am drawing this with computer mouse. Fun fact, the background is a little bit too zoomed in. There's a whole house on the right that I didn't get and a telephone pole. But you know, when you're doing this kind of work, sometimes you miss details. Sometimes you just keep on trudging. This is my Windows Paint interpretation of Chainsaw Man. Now this is probably the most fun part, which was making these signs. I think it's just because like I was drawing them and I was like, they actually look so good. Something about this was like, it just looked like, just stood out really well. I like the detail for it. Felt like I was drawing up to what I wanted to draw, like skill wise. It just like turned out, it looks like a basket. It looks really good. I don't know, it doesn't look like the image exactly, but it's a good basket. I was proud of that drawing. And this old lady who I was like, oh, I drew it too small, but whatever. And I put so many lines on her because that's her shirt, but it's like, it was all right until I started filling in the background and I started realizing that she just blends in with the background. So for future stuff, I'm gonna have to keep in mind maybe leaving some space. And now it's just writing out all the words in Japanese. And the reason I do this is just because I am learning Japanese, and I figured it can't hurt to rewrite the entirety of Chainsaw Man in Japanese with the Japanese letters, because I've never seen it with hiragana and kanji and Japanese words and writing structures before. I've never seen Chainsaw Man like this, so I'm seeing these kanjis for the first time, like you probably are, because you would have read it in English like I did. But it's so hard to draw. Anyhow, side by side, thank you for watching. Goodbye.